you're gonna be so ready for pregnancy.
That's why I was telling you to practice.
Right.
Exactly.
Sophina, the Diva, back here again. Okay, so I did a Q&A type of situation. Not a Q&A, but like that little bubble thing on Instagram a week or so ago. And I asked you guys to comment what kind of video you want for the next week. And I got a lot of great comments, and I wrote all of these ideas down. Now, this idea I've literally been getting multiple times from this one person. So I'm going to do this video for you. I know other people probably may want to know, may not want to know. I don't know, but it's gonna be story time. I mean, of course you guys love to hear me ramble, don't you? I hope. Anyway, so this is gonna be about my piercings. As you guys know, I love sparkles. Sparkles is my favorite color. I mean, there's definitely different variations of sparkles, you know, but my favorite is iridescent. Diamonds, sparkles. People say glitter, which some things that are glitter I like, but other than that, I think sometimes glitter looks a little bit cheap. You know, I don't want it to look cheap, but it doesn't have to be like Swarovski crystals. You know what I mean? Anyway, so we're gonna talk about piercings. Why I got piercings, when I got piercings, how I got piercings. I mean, the reason why is because I love sparkles, and piercings are removable. I don't have any tattoos because, I mean, yeah, you can remove tattoos, but technically they're permanent. Piercings, all of them can get removed, and they're sparkly, so why not? All right, so we're gonna get into piercings. Should I count the number of piercings I have versus the number of piercings I had, and then we'll go through all of them. So I have at this moment 1, 2, 3. Do pairs count? I'll count them as a pair. No, should I count them as a pair or not a pair? Not a pair. Yeah, not a pair. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, I have 11 piercings, and I used to have 19. Okay, so we're gonna get into these. So my first one that I ever got was these little bad boys. Ding, 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 ding. When did I get those? When I was an infant. I personally, when I have children in the future, I'm definitely gonna get their ears pierced when they are an infant, because you don't feel them. I mean, they do feel it, they cry, which is so sad. I went with my niece to get her ears pierced, and she cried, and it's super sad, but they will never remember the pain of getting a piercing, you know what I mean? And it's so much easier because it sounds like they know what's happening on their ears at that time, so they're not gonna pull at it. So that's that, boom. Now my second one, I wanna say I was like 8 or 9, roughly. I had been wanting my second piercing, and we went to Claire's, and I got it. Now I remember going and getting it. I was with my mom and my sister, and I got it, and I'm like, oh, didn't hurt at all, because it was the gun, right? But then after, like, I don't know, a couple minutes after, it was burning, and I was like, ah, a burn, a burn. I had my sister blow on it, then I would blow on hers, then she would blow on mine, my mom would blow. So, I mean, the worst part about getting the lobes done is the burning sensation. So if you're gonna go get that, by all means, just know it's gonna burn a bit. I'm not going in the right order, but since it's already on my ear, my third little set here, I got that in college. I got that with the combination of that one just because I was like, hey, why not? At first, when I was younger or in college, I used to think that I wanted it all up the ear because I thought that'd be really cute. For me, when it comes to the piercings, I don't want it to be like super like over the top, crazy. I don't know, I want it to be still cute and dainty, but like classy but sassy, if that makes sense when it comes to piercing. So I thought that maybe going all up the ear might be a little bit too much on me, but I don't know. Okay, so moving on, my nose piercing. But pretty much with my nose ring, my first one, because I have 2, I had been bugging my mom for a nose piercing for a long time. I'm like, Mama, I want a nose piercing. I want a nose piercing. Because I have like a small nose, and I just thought it would fit for a nose ring. But obviously, at 12 years old, I didn't think I was gonna get a nose piercing. So I remember one day we were shopping around, and there was this like piercing, like tattoo place. And we walked past it. My mom's like, oh, you know what? Go check it out and see how much it is. And I went in, and it was like, it was a good price. And she's like, okay, get it. My heart dropped. It dropped down further than the ground. It went underground. I was like, wait, what? She's like, yeah, you've been saying that you want a nose piercing, right? Like, yeah. And she's like, okay, so get it. I was like, well, I don't know. And I like literally almost bailed, but I was like, okay, no. So I literally got on the chair, laid back, and they brought out a needle like this big. And I'm like, dude, what if you just jab all the way through my nose? Like what? And then he was like, no, they put a tool up your nose too, so there's like a tool so that doesn't go all the way through. Honestly, my nose piercing didn't hurt, but if you don't have your nose pierced but you're gonna get your nose pierced, just know that that side of your eye is going to water. So I got on this one. This side was fine, but this eye just gushed like, I wasn't really crying because it didn't like hurt, but it just gushed out water. So that is that. I'm like so going out of order, but like I just don't know how to really go about it. So then moving on, I pretty much stopped getting piercings after that. When I was in like elementary, high school, all that stuff, I stopped at 1 nose ring and then my 2 doubles there. Then moving on to college, I had always been wanting to get my belly ring done, so I went with a couple of my friends or teammates. We all got different things, but one of my teammates, she loved piercings and I love piercings, so I went with her all the time. And then we had like other people that would come every now and then with us to get different piercings, but we went to this specific piercing place. There I got my belly ring, and when I got my belly ring, the needle once again was extremely long, but honestly it didn't hurt. It just went shoop, straight in. I think I got 3 piercings that time, so we went 2 different times, so I can't really exactly recall. So I know one time I went and got my belly ring, my 3rd, and my 2nd nose ring. Bada boom, bada bang, great, loved it. Then another time I went and got this one. It's a heart. Sometimes people think it's a hearing aid. It's not a hearing aid. I used to have a diamond that went into like the heart, so the heart kind of goes like this and has like a swirl like right there, and there was a diamond right there, and I loved it, but somehow the diamond fell out and I just never went back to like get it redone. So, and then I went another time to get this one, which I really like because it makes it look like I have a whole bunch of piercings going up and down, but really it's just one. And also guys, I don't really know what these different ones are called. People always ask me, oh, that's the blah, that's the blah, and I'm like, I don't really know, I'm so sorry. But this one right here that I got, it's known to relieve headaches. I used to have a lot of headaches and stomach aches when I was younger. I still get those stomach ache problems, just not as bad. I just have some internal issues, but headache wise, I never knew why I kept getting so many headaches. But after getting this one, I stopped getting headaches. I don't get them very often. Obviously I only get them for like reasons like sickness or hydration or situations like that. This one, guys, it wasn't painful, it was just really uncomfortable. It has to like go through super thick and you can hear it, so it's just like a really like, ugh. But mind you guys, I do have a higher pain tolerance, so that is pretty much a story through all of them. Another thing is, when I was in high school, I got my cartilage at the top pierced because I had been wanting that and I thought it was super cute. So I went and got that one done. Loved it, thought it was super cute, but it never healed. I had it for about 8 months, and when I got it, I kept brushing it, hair kept getting caught on it. My mom, she would do my hair, she would brush it too, and I would sleep on it. It just was never healing. It was more of a hassle than the cuteness, if that makes sense. It was just painful, so I was like, you know what? Forget this piercing, forget it, get out, and just never got it again because I just don't think it would have ever healed. So I think it's still super cute, but just did not work for my ears. Now, you guys are gonna think I'm crazy, but so what happened was summer break, my sister, my cousin, and I went to go get piercing, and I got back piercings. Now, anytime I tell somebody I got back piercings, either 1, they judge me in a weird way, or 2, they think it's the back dimples. Now, my sister used to have the back dimples, and they were super cute on her, but I came up with this one idea. I saw this one post, I think it was on Instagram or something, and this girl had like on her ear a paw print. And I was like, wow, that's super cute, huh? So I decided to get them on my back. It still was cute and sassy. It was not trashy. I know some people might think those things are trashy, but trust me, when I show you a picture, it's not trashy. It looks really cute. This was super duper painful, okay? I would not recommend it. First of all, with my piercings, they were paw prints. I got 2. Now, why paw prints? I came to find out later why I decided to get the paw prints, because I am, 1, a Bruin, rawr. Bear, that's a baby bear. And also in high school, my mascot was a bear as well. Crazy. So I guess I just love bears, don't I? So I mean, it's only suitable to put paw prints on my back, right? Well, I think I still have a video of when I was getting it pierced, so maybe I'm gonna insert a little clip into there, but I don't want it to be gruesome because I'm like ow ow owing in it, because it was definitely painful. If you don't have one, or if you don't know of them, they're dermals. They grab your skin and they pinch it, and then they like stab you. and they put like a little plate in there, and then they get the diamond and they screw it into you. When I say paw prints, I had 1, 2, 3, which are the paw claws, and then 4, which is the paw print part. So I had to get 8 of them. I was only gonna do 1 paw because it was so painful, and the guy said, you know what, if you do all 8, I'll give you a big discount. Literally, he gave me a huge discount. But when I tell you it was painful, it was really painful. Out of all my piercings, none of the rest of them were painful. Only that one was painful. Also, rewinding to my second nose piercing, because you know me, I just can't keep on one topic, and then I keep thinking of other things, and I'm like, oh, let me try to piece it together like a puzzle. Back to my nose piercing. When I got my second one, I loved it. But then when season started, I think I got it maybe in like at the end of season, summer, whatever. We go into the next season, and they told me I had to take my nose piercings out. Now, of course, I had had my first one for many, many years. That one was healed and good, so I could take it out for a few hours and put it back in. Now, my second one, I guess not, so they made me take it out. Took it out. I did a video on ridiculous gymnastics rules, and I know some of you guys put like why it's a hazard to have piercings. Guys, honestly, in my opinion, you could have your opinion and we could just agree to disagree, but I think it really is a ridiculous rule. Piercings are not a hazard. It's only a hazard to myself, if it really is. Yeah, piercings could come out, but that rarely happens. That's like if you have hoops in, of course, if you're gonna flip, hoops are gonna come out, but that's definitely not why the rule was created, okay? I mean, who knows really why the rule was created, but apparently it's a distraction to judges. Anyway, so they made me take it out, right? After the meet, in the morning, I tried to go put it back in, and my freaking nose closed, and I was crying because I was so sad. I loved that piercing. After that season was done, guess what I did? I went and got it re-pierced. Now this time I went to some other place that I never gone to. Maybe I should have read the reviews, but this was not good. When I talk about this one was painful as well, it was painful. Why? Because out of all my piercings, none of them bled. First of all, they stabbed my nose with a bigger needle, and they say that they do it with a thicker needle so that it'll close like smaller later on and stay open or something like that, right? But if you're gonna keep the same type of hole in your nose, then why should it be bigger? Like it doesn't make sense, but I just didn't register that at the time. They pierced it with a bigger needle and it came gushing blood, like as if I had a bloody nose. Lava coming out my nose, and it just was like boom, boom. And they had to give me tissue and it was all over me, blah, 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 and it hurt. You know when you hurt yourself and you could kind of hear like your heartbeat wherever it is? I could hear my heartbeat through my nose, which was through my head, and it was just terrible. And on top of that, they put like an earring in my nose. So I had a big old stud right there, and I'm like, that's not cute. Nose rings are supposed to be cute and dainty, not a big old earring in my nose. It just doesn't make any sense. But hey, I mean, they were right. It ended up staying in my nose. It never closed again, so that's really awesome. It healed up nicely, so that's really good. But all in all, that is my piercing story. Every person is different. Whether you like piercings, whether you don't like piercings, it's so up to you. If you like tattoos and you don't like tattoos, literally it's your prerogative. You can do whatever you want with your body. Obviously, if you're younger, you gotta listen to your parents. I had very cool parents, so they let me do whatever, whenever, however. I don't know, sometimes for me, when it comes to parenting, not that I'm a parent yet and not that I have the best advice, but when you're too strict on your children, they become a little more wild, if that makes sense, because they're always wondering. You know, when you're a kid, when someone tells you no, you want to do it. I think that's the parenting method my parents came up with, so they never really told me no. Even like going out when I was younger, I never went out, and it's not because they said no, it's because I just didn't. I don't know, it's just weird. It's a whole different scenario. But when I'm talking to you about everybody's body is different, it's because for me, a lot of people when they get piercings and they get a bump, they think it's infected and things like that. But my body, how it healed was I knew whenever I had a little keloid, very tiny little bump, I would put tea tree oil, clean it up, all that kind of stuff. There's like 3 different things that I cleaned all my piercings up with. It went away instantly, but that's how I knew it healed. So that's how my body works. Everybody's body is different, but that's kind of my story. So I hope I didn't bore you with the details. I hope you really liked it, guys. Comment below maybe your piercing stories, what kind of piercings you have, or any other questions you may have for me. Please make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and turn on your post notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Sophina the Diva and on Twitter at Sophina_the Jesus. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.